Well, I'm back at Hillston. Yeah, it's 17th of the 9th of September 2020. And where's that song? And yeah, I'm back at Hillston. Now this beach, don't quote me on it because I need to look back. I only watched it last night. I need to look at it because this beach looks as though it's changed. I'm at the same place with this lump here, so I can get up there. We've got a tide today of 6.2 metres. Now I've fished along here 3 times now on a lowish tide, and this is a fairly high tide as far as I'm aware. So I think you get washed off the beach when it's at 5.8 metre, when it's quite calm. But we've got some surf on today, so it could be in for a bass. So I'm not bothered about being a 6.2 metre tide. I'm not bothered about going up here either. All looks okay up there, but that's about to come down. I just don't know how much splash you're going to get off this water. I could fish around this corner there, and it goes back a bit further, but there isn't really anywhere to get up out of the way. This is a good place to get up and out of the way. The water's come in. There was 2 puddles there, but now it's getting filled up because the tide's coming in. It's going to come in right quick. But obviously I don't remember all these stones being there, but then the water was in. But I don't remember any of that. It's like a boulder zone, and all these dollops. Look at all the dollops. That's come from up there. And they're everywhere. Big, huge dollops everywhere. Now I don't know whether it's been washed off the bottom or whether it's a yeah, it's not good. That there, where the water is undercutting the cliff, and that's quite concerning because that is the same height as this. I should really fish around this corner, but I'm adamant to fish here. These, you see these 2 dollops? Well, they weren't there when I was last fishing here. They weren't. I'm just concerned that if I'm fishing here today, with this water the way it is, I might get just a little bit wet. So do I fish down there? Which means I've got to carry all my gear. I just can't see anywhere where to get up out of the way of the water. Mind you, here's the way that I come down. I've got this bit here as well. Could fish there, I suppose. Doesn't seem to be a lot of room there. And you can see here that this cliff juts out, so obviously it's going to be deeper here. I've got all them boulders. There's boulders all out here as well. I mean, what do? You've got to be safe, haven't you? Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? It's deeper down there. This is the best place to fish, I think. Look, you see you've got a sandbank there, which is high, and then this is all hollow here, and then you've got another one, and then it starts building up down there. It's probably safer to fish down there. Should we just give it a go? Should we just give it a go and see what happens? I can't see being a problem with me being up here. I've got more room to fish here. I mean, if somebody else was already fishing here, then that wouldn't be an issue, would it? Because I'd just have to go somewhere else, wouldn't I? But this, that was easy to get up there. So we've got this here, but has this been washed out? Whoa! No, I'm not sticking my finger in it. Dilemma, isn't it? What do you do? I want to fish here, but what's that water? Has it rained? See, I don't know whether it's rained there. So I don't know whether that's rainwater or what. I'm not sticking my finger in it and tasting it. So I don't know. What do? You can't even tell me, can you, guys? Guys. You can't even tell me, chaps and lasses, because this ain't going to come out for the next few weeks. 6.2. Stop divering, boy. I've been there at a 5.5 and I was still on the sand, but it wasn't like that. It is quite surfy. And that water's going to hit this and splash up into it. But if I stand at the back, will I be alright? Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out, isn't it? I mean, it'll be a laugh, wouldn't it? Cool, that water's coming there now, look. I was going to walk out there and fish. I'm glad I didn't, because I'd now be walking back in the water. Today, yeah, so anyhow, we're at Hillston. Oh, there might be a few pauses where I'm debating of what to do. But we're at Hillston. I've got fiberglass rods today. I've got my auger rod and I've got an East Anglian 11-foot rod, because there's not a lot of room at the back and I can just flick it out. So that's what I'm fishing. 2 fiberglass rods, and I've got two old reels. I've forgotten the names now, but I'll show you them in a bit. Someone coming now anyhow, so I can't talk to this because I feel all stupid. But there you go, that'll get better as well. Anyhow, I might ask them how high this water's going to come up today. Anyhow, I'll be back in a bit. First cast went wrong. First cast went wrong because I put one of these clips on because I'd tied the wrong terminal tackle on the rig. It's the only one. But I never had a problem before. I had one of these clips on. Cast it out, I saw it go in the water. Good cast, not like that cast. That was low and left. And kept reeling in, and obviously I just had a leader. All my rig baited up with the weight and parted company. So all I've got is this clip on the end of my rig here. You see? So that's the last time I used one of them. It's never happened to me before. I am concerned. I know I've mentioned it, but I am a little bit concerned. I might go and fish in front of the get down. That's what I might do, because I can walk up that and there's a platform higher up there, and I can just toss all my gear up there, and I can even sit out the high bit and just hold my rod. Well, I could just hold my rod, couldn't I? Don't even need to use a tripod. So yeah, so I'm going to move around there. I think I shall fish this Holderness course here when it's a 5.5 metre tide. But first time I've been there on a high tide like this, and I thought that'll be alright. But as soon as I saw that there's seawater up there and how it's tunnelled that out over there as well, and there, I just thought, don't want to be a burden to the lifeboat, do I? Not, and I wouldn't get a signal anyhow, so they wouldn't even know. Can't even phone the old woman up because I ain't got a phone signal. Right. So yeah, I might just whip round this corner. Might be worrying for nothing, but if I fish there, then at least I can get up and be gone, even, you know. Whereas here, I've got to get up and sit it out. But it's my own fault. I've come on a 6.2, but it's a nice day. So it's the way it is, isn't it? That's it. Right. So anyhow, what I'll do is I'll be back in a bit, and I'll move just round the corner there. Beach goes back further as well. I might not even have to get up. There's quite a lot of difference from there. You might not be able to tell it, but that's level there. Yes. Ooh, reel's going out. Might just be the pull of the tide though, mightn't it? Be interesting to see if there's any weed. That'll be another determinant factor of how long I'm going to be here. Right, I'll be back in a bit. You might see that I've moved when you get back. Might move some of my gear, but I've got nothing yet. This is why when you come to a mark like this, you should come with someone that knows about the mark, or if you know about the mark yourself, then it's not a problem, is it? So don't come here and do what I do. Well, I'm getting used to them reels. The reel that I've actually done up is far better than the other one. I need to take the bail arm off the other reel and put some more tension on the spring, which ain't too much of a problem. Only 2-minute job. So that was a rogue wave. There's no more have come up, but yeah. So far, so much out of my comfort zone there. But you've got to get out of your comfort zone, haven't you? Otherwise you never improve, or you never learn anything, do you? So that's what we're here for. I might not catch today. I'm really trying to catch. Jesus, these waves, look at them. Got a bit of seaweed out there. my last video at Sutton-on-Sea, I mean, it was like a mill pond, absolutely beautiful, and you could hear the stones rumbling back just on as the water goes back. And this one, you can hear them stones and boulders, they're falling back and making great big lumps and knocks. Is that the wave? Jesus, look at that one. I mean, let's be honest, we've seen bigger waves than this. Seen a lot bigger waves than this. But when you got that behind you, put all my gear up there now. I hope you saw that. Let me see if you did. Yeah, you'd have seen it. Probably definitely worrying too much, but I don't want to be a burden to anyone, do I? At the end of the day. That ain't Holden bottom. Need to cast it to the left and I can't because I casted my left hand rod to the left and it's held bottom. So I cast that one straight out and it's come round. It don't matter, I'll just cast it back out again. But yeah, we're at Hillston. I'd just like to say there's going to be a lot of me yapping on this, isn't there? I'm ever so sorry, but Tom will edit it, he'll make it better. You know, it's always 20 times better after Tom's edited it. But yeah, I've come to realise, so much pull on that water. Yeah, I've come to realise that I keep thinking to, because I'm not an excitable person really, to be honest. There's not a lot to excite me. That might be a fish. We'll get back to that in a minute. Right, I'm going to cart this up there now. I'll probably fall down. If you hear something, it'll be me. I'm all right. Well, I'll tell you what, this rod, it's so light, it's unbelievable. And those breakaway impact leads with the plastic cap on the end, they're so bloody good for gripping, they're unbelievable. I've just bought a Gemini mould because you can make numerous different weights from one mould, so I can make my 5, 6, 7 ounce, probably an 8 ounce as well, I think. So that's why I bought this Gemini mould, but I had to file it up and clean it up, but it's a good mould. But I don't think those Gemini weights are anything compared to these breakaway impacts. There's a 5 ounce weight there holding in the ground, and it's solid. When you pull it, you have to pull it. I've used them on, I've used the 6 ounce at Sutton on Sea, and the amount of yanking you've got to do to break it out. What I think happens is they go in, dig in with the hooks, and then sand washes over them so they get buried. But by God, they don't have to take some pulling out. I haven't ever had a weight of any other sort that is so hard to break out from where you cast it. So. I'd look a right bloody idiot, wouldn't I? If this water don't even meet this cliff, and I've put all my gear up there, I'm fishing one rod. Because I want the cast to the left, and it's holding. If I cast straight out, it moves to the right, so the tide's coming this way, you see. Yeah, no, I've done the right thing with this water. Well, if I don't catch a fish, it's quite spectacular, isn't it? I'm looking forward to the tide going down. I should and catch something. The ebb of that water going back once it's made short, ripping the rocks back with it, pulling them back into the water, and you can hear it rumbling, and that's what that noise is. I'd also like to thank let me just check that's working. Yeah, it's still working. But I need to put a new battery in. That's how you want it. If there was a lot of weed, it'd be unfishable, I think. And I don't think you'd want to be here for long. It's a long drive here, though. I don't want to talk about the journey because I just don't understand Yorkshire's speed limits. I understand we have low speed limits to protect people and save them, but when you're driving and you've got a ploughed field either side of you, on each side of the road a ploughed field for miles, and it's 40 miles an hour, what's all that about? And even there's a stretch where you drop down to 30 with fields either side. Absolutely frustrating. And then when you get to a national speed limit sign, the people who are in front of you still do 45 and take it up to maybe 50. They could be doing 60. On the road to get where I am here, there's two stretches of 60 mile an hour for about a mile and a half, 2 mile. Well, you want to make the most of it, don't you? Plus, I was also that busy looking to how long the queue was on the bridge, I didn't bloody see the speed limit change down to 30 mile an hour, and I might have been doing 40. Well, 35, something like that. So I shall have to wait and see if I get a bloody ticket, won't I? I knew I should have just gone straight through and drove through and paid online. I'd have been alright then. Look at that down there. You see that? Oh, you can't fish down there. This bloody... I can't even get a bucket of water. Right, we've hit the cliff up there, look. That was close. That was nearly a bootful. Anyhow, I shall be back in a bit. I've got something to say. Oh, did you hear that bang? That was the water. I'll be glad when I'm up there. Anyhow, I shall be back in a bit. I'll be all calm then, once I'm up there. And yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Just in case you hadn't seen where I'm fishing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus! Yeah, I'm going up there now. No point waiting. Yeah, look, this is where I was just going to go turn round. Oh, look at that one. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm in... Ooh. Jesus. So I'm sorry for saying that profanity. Shouldn't keep saying that word. I'm sorry. I'll be back in a bit. I'm going up there out the road. Ooh. Well, I'm up there now. Yeah, there's a bit of beach left. But I think within 10 minutes, quarter an hour, that'll be up. So I thought I might as well just come up there now. I'm glad I ain't round the other side. I think it would have been alright. Maybe on a 6 metre tide. If it was flat calm, I'd have stayed round there, but... Right, let's find somewhere to put you. Yeah, anyhow. Should have said this earlier really, because people have probably switched off. I hope you hadn't. But I hope everyone saw the trailer that I had an idea of doing a trailer, which I called an advert. Tom calls it a trailer, which is the right thing because it's a trailer for a video. I had this idea and I wanted lightning bolts and fireworks or something going off and deep rumbling thunder. And I don't know if you remember back in the 70s, but there used to be a bloke with a right deep voice who used to like that. And I wanted him to say, "Don't miss Wednesday, don't 7 o'clock, and best fishing thing and all this." I said to Tom, "Do that for me." And I said to Tom, "Hey, you done it, Tom? Have you done it?" He says, "Yeah, I've done it." I said, "Did you get the deep voice?" He went, "No, I've done something totally different." And I was like, "Oh no," because I had it in my head. But what he made for that trailer, for those that have seen it, unbelievable. When I watched that trailer, yeah, I started filling up because it was absolutely fantastic. Tom did the best thing I've ever seen with that trailer. The music, everything, it was just, and he got the writing coming up with the music, everything was synced. Absolutely brilliant. And I'd just like to say, Tom, that was an absolutely fantastic trailer. It was the best thing I've seen for ages. And it brought tears to my eyes, I'll be honest with you. And you know, I don't mind saying that, but it was brilliant. And I appreciate that, Tom. Thanks a lot. But if you all saw that video, that trailer, we've had to take it down because obviously it had some music on that we shouldn't have, and we left it up for 2 or 3 days and then took it off because obviously it shouldn't be on there. So anyhow, that's gone, but it generated so much interest, I believe, for the next video, which was at Hillston, where I am now. No, it wasn't. It was for Tunstall, where I caught my 5 fish in the rain. I've had so many views on it up to now, and the best thing from it all, which is where I'm getting at. Has that got a fish on there? Could be seaweed again, couldn't it? What I'm getting at, sorry, I'm fishing while I'm talking to you. I'm fishing. Is all the comments that you've gave me in that Tunstall video. It was unbelievable, and I just want to say thank you very much for all those comments. It must have done something to the YouTube algorithm, because I had view after view after view. I've had over 2,000 views on that video in just in I don't know, 8 days, something like that, which is good for me. So all your comments that you've done for me on that video has bumped me up the chart in YouTube. and obviously it's my videos getting put out more because there's more comments and stuff. I mean, thank you very much to everybody that's commented. I'd like to think that you all saw the trailer, and through watching the trailer you went and saw the film, the video. But yeah, all those comments have helped my channel, and since that Tunstall went up, I've now put out Hillston, which is where I am now, where I catch my smooth hounds. And in that week, from Tunstall coming out to Hillston coming out, I've got 84 subscribers. Now, I haven't had 84 subscribers in a week. 4 months. It's unbelievable. So again, I'd just like to thank everybody, and I know this has gone on too long, but I really do appreciate it. That's why I rabbit on so much. But yeah, I really do appreciate the fact that Tom did a fantastic trailer advertising Tunstall. I got so many comments, over 100 comments on the Tunstall video, and it gained me 84 subscribers. I want to thank all of you that have been with me from the start, have subscribed for ages, and all those that subscribed last week. It's fantastic. I appreciate it a lot, and I hope we'll have to wait and see, won't we, what this latest video at Hillston, where I catch the smooth hounds, do. But I think since that's gone out, I've had another 5 subscribers, so that's in less than a day. So well, it's about 16 hours. So yeah, thank you to all that have subscribed, that have been with me for a long time, and new subscribers. Thanks a lot. And you know all about the ring the bell, and please keep leaving comments, because the comments help a lot. I enjoy answering the comments. I won't do it. Sometimes I answer straight away, but it depends. Sometimes I'm busy, so I give it a thumbs up, and then I'll always answer. I'm nearly falling off this cliff. Sorry, it's all on me, isn't it? You want to see me, do you? You want to see that out there? Look at that. See that weed hanging there? Yeah, so brilliant. And yeah, don't forget to share the videos. And I know some of you have told me that you've shared the video, and brilliant. Thanks a lot. Let's keep this thing rolling, eh? Here I am, risking life and limb on this cliff. Look, there'll be people watching this at Hillston and Tunstall thinking you bloody idiot. You're perfectly alright, you ain't got to worry. But you can soon get in trouble here, can't you? I could slip there and break my ankle. Got to talk that up, do I? The other thing is, you can't get a phone signal. Anyhow, that's enough of me. I just wanted to say that about the trailer that Tom did, because it was unbelievable. The boy did good. He did bloody brilliant. Where did I put my flasks? In there. Right, I'm going to put you down. like these reels now. I'm getting used to them. Because it's very got a lot of tidal pull on the water, i.e. very strong waves and a lot of undercurrent and stuff. Them rigs, it's ASU line. I've never had a problem with it before, but they keep twisting up as though an eel's been on it, but an eel hasn't been on it. So what I'm going to do is I have to use the long ones on sandy beaches where it's nice and calm, and when it's rough like this, I shall have some shorter pulley panels. See if that works any better. But I pulled that one in and it wasn't twisted whatsoever, so it was fishing alright. But up there, it's just whether it's on this slope and you're not, because normally I put it on the rod rest and do it all on there and it's nice and neat. You are struggling up there. That's all part of the fun though, isn't it? But oh gee, my legs ache. Feel like I've been to the gym. I've got to climb up there yet. Yeah, I think high tide has been now. Waves seem to have calmed down a little bit, so I think tide is on its way out. Which means as soon as I see some beach down there that's clear, I shall go down. So yeah, few whispery clouds now. It was clear earlier. I'm not going to fish right late tonight, but it will be dark when I leave there, I think. You know, I haven't caught anything yet. I have been watching that rod. I have been watching the rod. You've got to be in there though, ain't you, to you got to have a hook in the water to catch something, so I've always got a chance while it's in there. Just baited up mackerel and squid. I'm going to pull that other one in about 5 minutes and I shall hook that mackerel and squid on and chuck it out. I've fished prawn, I've fished herring, I'm now going to fish mackerel. I've even fished black lug with squid heads tipped off. Be nice to catch a dogfish. They're another species I've caught, but a lot of people seem to catch them all the time and moan about them, but I've never caught one in my life. It's nice to use the old fiberglass rods, and now I've got used to them reels. Yeah, they aren't those old reels. Yeah, use them. You can pick them up for 12-15 quid, strip them apart, oil them, clean them, and they're perfectly alright. But when you first use them, there's that moment where you think, Jesus Christ, what have I done? And once you get past that, after about the 5th cast and 6th reel in, you start getting used to it. Yeah, they're alright. Well, I've been fishing with it, I ain't had a problem ever. First cast and reeling I had a problem, but when don't I have problems? Well, I did say the waves were getting less, but flicked it up, and as it came up, the hooks on the weight just went boom into the cliff, and now it's stuck solid. Then the hook got caught in it, and now the leader's got caught round, so it's caught 3 times. It's alright. I knew what I was doing because I've been watching rock climbing on YouTube, and I've also been watching Guido in Australia, who climbs up and down, so that was nothing to me. I've watched him. Right, would you believe the hook on the grip on the lead went straight into the side, and that was it. It wouldn't move. And then the hook got caught in. I don't know, what's it like? Well, I can honestly say my legs ache, my calves ache, my thighs ache, my calves ache, my feet are sore, and I'm now getting to the point where I'm stumbling on this cliff and nearly falling. I wouldn't say I'm falling, but I'm having to sort of like get my footing again. But there you go. It's a total different experience, as you can see, fishing up there. Now I want to get down there and fish the tide going out, but the time now is 7 o'clock, 10 past 7, and I still, because 2 minutes ago there was a wave crash up there, so I'm going to give it another 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Let's see if we catch something. If I catch something, I can return it back down and get it in the water. I might just carry on fishing here and for as long as I can, because the weight will just come across on that sand. I'm only fishing a 2-hook flapper now with black lug and squid on it, and that's all I'm going to fish now. I mean, that rod is nodding. That rod is nodding as though it's a bite, but it could be weed or it could just be these waves. I want to get round that corner down there to actually see whether I was right that platform that's round there is wet, because I'd have got drenched, wouldn't I? So yeah, if I can't get on the beach and go round, I'll walk along, I'll dump my gear at the top and I'll walk along and have a look down the other side. But yes, I guess I'm a little bit deflated now. I presume that's because I'm tired. And no fish, but there, you can't have fish all the time. I've had some good sessions just lately for me, and just watching me rod, and caught some good fish. I mean, I've caught a sole this year. I mean, that's like the holy grail, I think, catching a sole. So I'm really chuffed today. Yeah, I was panicking a bit, but now I've fished this mark, it's not a problem, is it? I don't know what you'd do if there was 10 fishermen down there, but probably when there's a high tide like this, a 6.2 metre tide like this with a bit of swell, obviously people don't come down there and fish. For obvious reasons, you don't catch any fish. So the next time I come back here, I shall make sure it's a 5.5, 5.2 metre tide, something like that. I might actually try a neat tide, because this is coming up to spring tide. Yeah, so next time I come back here it'll be a lower tide and I'll be on the beach all the time. I'll still get cut off there, all depends on what the swell's like as well. But yeah, that's what I'll do when I come back here. Smaller tide. But there, I've shown you what it's like. For those of you that have never fished marks like this, you can now see what it's like. It's not the easiest thing to do. It can be dangerous. You can fall, you can slip, you can break your ankle in one of these cracks. But you can't think about that. You've just got to get on and do it, haven't you? Well, I've got to get on and do it, because there's going to be a time when I can't do it. And I don't want that time to be yet. And it ain't going to be yet, but yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to explain earlier on that I've just remembered is I tend to get a bit excited when I catch a fish, and as soon as I see the fish in the water I get excited. I'm like, ooh, got a fish, I got a fish, I got a fish, because sometimes you don't catch fish for a while, or I don't anyhow. So yeah, I get a little bit excited, but I've noticed that sometimes I don't, and it was only in the last fishing session at Sutton on Sea. It was dark, I didn't see the fish coming in on the water, and if I don't see that fish in the water and I see it on the beach as I'm reeling in, or because it's dark, as I lift it up I see the fish, there isn't that initial burst of excitement, of not adrenaline is it, but just of excitement. So sometimes you'll see me catch a fish and I'm like, oh, I've caught a fish. And it was only on the last fishing session at Sutton I then realised why I get excited. And it's like, if I'm reeling in on the river or on a nice day when it's all daylight and you see that fish, you instantly go, got a fish, got a fish, got a fish. And it was only in the last session, like I say, at Sutton, because it was so dark, a couple of times I didn't see the fish come in. And that initial bit of it, so I was like, oh, it's a dab. I'm not too excited. And it was only when I was going home that I realised why. So yeah. Well, I think that's it. I should carry on fishing, but this water is still bashing against the cliff, and it then goes away, and then you'll get 2 or 3 waves that are up the cliff again. So it's going to be probably another half an hour, 3/4 an hour before I can get down on that beach. And my feet are sore, my legs sore, and I'm knackered, to be honest. I've got work tomorrow, so I think that's going to be it. By the time I get home, it'll be gone 9, 9:30, something like that. And by the time I've got all my gear in, rinse my reels and rods and stuff. Well, I don't do my rods, I'll do my rods tomorrow. But I'll rinse my reels. It's going to be getting on for 10:30, 11 o'clock before I'm drinking lager. So I think the lager's calling, really, to be honest. And I've never climbed up this cliff in the pitch black, because the last time I was there, the moon was out and the sun was still set, but obviously it was bright then. But yeah, I shall fire the camera back up when I walk along the cliff, see if I can see the other side of there, but I'm sure it's absolutely saturated. Look at that. That's all the sea spray. I didn't know what's over the lens because I forgot to clean it. Yeah, so I'm sorry I blanked, but I hope you've seen some fantastic footage of this coastline on fishing off this cliff on a high tide. So lessons learned there for me. Next time I do this on a high tide, I'm going to get a high tide that's earlier in the day, so that I can actually get down on the sand in daylight still and carry on fishing. And that's it really. Not a lot else to say, to be honest. Again, thanks to all my subscribers. You're all fantastic. And just please share my videos. And keep commenting. The more comments the better, because the last video from Tunstall, the amount of comments I had, it's really boosted my channel. And if you all watch, just drop us a line and leave a comment, and I'll answer. Might take me a day or two to get round to doing it, but I try and do them as quick as I can. I've given them a thumbs up as soon as I see them. But yeah, it's been great here today. Overly panicking at the beginning, but I was right to come round this corner, because look, you can now get round now, but I might actually go down there, but you're getting these rogue waves coming. Let me pack up, and if the tide's gone out a little bit more, I'll go down and round and have a look. I'd really like to keep fishing, but my feet are sore on this cliff, stumbling about. So yeah, now for the dreaded journey home on the roads of 30 and 40 mile an hour in the countryside. And now, I'll tell you what they've done now. As you drive over the Humber Bridge and down into Hull, it's dual carriageway, which is 60 or 70 mile an hour. It's all central reservation, all barriered off, you know. And they've now put speed cameras all the way along that road. So the one section of road, once you come out of Hull and all these 30s and 40s, the one section that you could just put your foot down and do 60 mile an hour and not have to clock watch your speedo, you now can't do that. And then once you get over the Humber Bridge and you're on the next section of road, there's cop cars, they're like vultures. What's the world coming to with bloody speed cameras? And I don't think councils and highways, I don't think they want you to go anywhere. I think they just want you to go to work, come home and watch bloody BBC. What a life that would be. Anyhow, that was that rant. Yeah, see that, it's all still coming in. Watch this. Still bouncing off the cliff. Right, well, you'll see me at the top, because I won't have a look round the corner like I said. But thank you to all of you, everybody that's subscribed and everybody that's commented, and just keep sharing. I think I've repeated myself, but I don't know. See, now I'm a bit down in the dumps because I ain't caught a fish. Because I really enjoy catching fish. Well, at least I've realised that now, haven't I? I do enjoy catching. So I'll see you in the next one, if you don't see me at the top. we're down on the shore. You watch, a great wave will come now and absolutely drown me. I've been dry all this time, and then I'll get absolutely... What's this one going to do? I want to have a look round that corner. Jesus Christ. That ain't a good. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Whoa. Right. Would I have got wet up there? Yes. Because the whole bloody thing's wet. Look. Puddle's bigger. Yeah. Christ almighty. Yeah, so this is where I fished the first time and I caught. And when I caught here on the first one, people that were around where I'd just been fishing didn't catch. Right, let's time this right. Let's make a dart for it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Right, here we go. Run for it. Run for it. Run for it. Yeah, we're safe. Oh, my hip's gone. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're running like Quasimodo. Well, that's it. Let's go. Climb up there. Yeah, so if I'd stayed where I was, I'd have got wet. So this is it. I'll catch you in the next one, and the next one might be at the River Humber. But if I blank there, I'm really going to feel guilty, aren't I? So let's get some foot in there. Yeah, so I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you later. Bye. No, I'm not sticking my finger in it. A little bit wet.